We have Ken with us.
Yay.
Yay! And we are using his account and we're going to pop some shards. Now, what events are going on right now?
Let's see, Dragon, I think tournament is underway.
I know, I meant sorry, not events. What it's a 10 times event.
Oh, okay, as far as shard pulling.
Yeah.
Well, we've got there you go, hit that up there. The 10x for these, which 10x is nothing but a bait. It absolutely is just useless. People even want to say that voids have better chances. That might be the case, but let me tell you from experience, it's a bait too.
Yeah.
All of it. 10x is absolutely.
Be very careful with your shards if you're free to play or low.
It is the only reason people like it is because it's the only option. It's one of those things. It's like I'm in the house and I enjoy the shelter. It may be a shack, but I have shelter, so I'm fine and I like it. You know, it's kind of something. It's like that. It's like your only option, so you're gonna enjoy it. But I say pull for guaranteed all the time, and you know, otherwise.
But he says that, but we are going to pull some today.
Well, otherwise you pull for
just
when
fun.
you need to on fusions.
Yeah. Oh, I
no, you pull for fun. Okay. There is no on a real on an account.
Hey,
no, I was going to say on a real free to play, but I'm not. I'm not free to play. I was going to say on an account that
low spin
that doesn't buy shards. I never buy shards.
That's true. You've never bought shards.
Then they become basically as sacred of currency as possible. Because of the guaranteed events. If they quit doing those, then I'll probably never pull shards at all.
So of this roster, is there anyone you're hoping to get today?
I mean, any of the legendaries would be fantastic because I don't have any of those. I have all of the epics, so I don't need any of the epics. Yeah, that's Necrit over there.
Okay, so that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, we might. I wasn't really planning on pulling any void, but I might pull one. Just to see if it'll end up being a Necrit or you'll have to cut it out. Yeah.
No, but I don't think you have to.
Okay, well don't. Okay. To see if I could get lucky and hit a Necrit or a Hegemon, but that's not something that I would even expect. It would be great though because that's the problem with my account. It's very old and lots of stuff has been accomplished, but the arena champs that I have are not the meta, and in enough. So that I can rely on it. You know, I don't have Sifi, Rotos, Hegemon,
Necrit. He says a gold 5, but he could.
Well, but that you want
to keep growing and have the best team possible.
I really just want 3 good teams so I can run 3v3.
Saris, correct?
Yeah, I've already got a Saris. I may even have a Duke Saris.
What about my guy, Theodore?
No, I was going to say any of the legendaries would be fantastic.
Oh, that's right. He is.
Why'd you go out?
Oh, I don't know.
So you can show him a pack. That I don't think I would buy. I did buy a book back. Oh, well, okay. I didn't even touch anything. I did buy a book pack the other day. They had a pretty good book pack that you could buy 2 of even, which I did not. I only bought 1 because I wasn't going to spend $50 at a time. But it was $5 books for $25 plus a bunch of gems. It was like 500 gems.
Nice.
It was actually a pretty good deal, and the fact that it was 5 at a time. They don't normally do those, and then you could buy 2. So I was like, wow, they may be coming around to that idea of I'm just going to sell legendary books at $5 all the time and actually get people like me that are buying them to buy them a little more often.
Buying something if they were that cheap.
I mean, it's you know, I'm only doing it now because I've got a ton still that remain to be, you know, booked that really need to be booked, but. Yeah, I'm not going to be buying them for too much longer, I hope, because I really don't want to. But
okay, so before you do it, he's hovering over it here. Before you do it, how many sacreds are you going to pull?
Okay, we're going to do 3 sacreds. We're going to do 20 ancients, do 2 10 pops of ancients, and then we'll do 1 void at the end to see if we can hit a legendary.
Oh, so how many are we doing legendary? I mean, sacred?
3.
3, okay.
Yeah.
All right, first one, come on.
Yeah, and the last shard I pulled was a legendary. I think I quit right when I pulled it, so... You know, if we hit legendary, it'd be amazing.
Oh, it's either epic or legendary.
Yeah.
Stalkrush, you got a bunch of those.
I got him and use them, and I probably have a dupe of him too, so that's not going to help any. The only epics that we're looking for, really, other than the new epics, are, no, you can't get him from these.
He's void. I forgot. Oh,
great champ.
But you already have a really good one, yeah.
It might be cool for, if I don't have him already in my, Faction Guardians, I may be able to put another Phoenix in because I'm not getting rid of Phoenix anytime soon, depending on what I've done. So here's number 3.
Okay.
See what we get. But I was going to say I could use a Seeker or a Doom Priest, but Theresec. I think I've
never even heard of her.
Yeah, she's been out within like the last year. I don't.
Oh, she's newer then.
Yeah, or year and a half maybe. But
Okay.
I don't. I think I already had a copy of her though, so that's nothing.
Do we want to do one more sacred?
No.
I
Not
had
even
to try.
remotely close.
I had to try. Two 10 pops.
So 2 10 pops. Here we go.
Of ancient.
So we'll see. Again,
Necrid.
you can't get Necrid from these.
Oh, it's void. Why do I just? I want
You really
Necrid
want
really
Necrid
bad.
so
I do.
bad.
I want him for you.
It'd be great.
Blood feather. Oh, one
Yeah.
epic. Okay. So.
Really the main reason I'm pulling two sets of these is because I need the food. So
Okay.
I'm not even doing them expecting any chance.
Well, I want to expect something good.
But yeah, something
don't
pops
all
cool.
be blue. No, boo.
It's a rare text. Yep, that's how it is, isn't it? That's why you don't pull in 10x. But like I said, I'm using it for food for champion training tournament.
It's not a waste.
Yeah, so that's why I'm pulling these shards. But and see, we're still well above the 150 threshold that I like to keep.
So let's pull some more.
No, because I might get to 300 and be like, cool, I can do the next 2 guaranteed if they do them in a row. But they haven't been doing many of them, so I don't know. But we'll see. Come on, let's see. There you go.
Necrid!
Oh, it's a rare. More
boo.
food. Veteran's a good rare though. If you need if you need a tack down for clan boss, put him in.
No.
Yeah, he can do the job right here. See, it's on his own.
I mean, I don't doubt that, but how far up could he get you?
I mean, you probably ride him to Nightmare if you need to.
When they just riding veteran to Nightmare.
Yeah, hell yeah, he's good. Like I mean, a decreased attack on the A1 that you're hitting twice and it books up to 50%. That's, I mean, half of the time one of the hits is going to happen. So you got 2 hits. That's almost all the time.
That's true.
So pretty solid, and like he's defense based, so he can stay alive. He brings that to. I mean, he's not going to bring a whole lot of other stuff. He will hit a little bit too, but. It is what it is. See, that's block buffs. You probably just turn that off, honestly.
Based on defense HP.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of, and that's what I'm saying. That you probably just turn off because it's an AOE, so the multipliers aren't going to be that good for a single target. Okay. And really, you just want him doing his A1 as much as possible. But this one would be cool just because you get the increased crit rate.
Okay.
Oh, well, no, you're not going to get, if the target is killed, never mind, you're not going to get that either.
Yeah,
so you're just going to get another attack there, but it at least will have decent multipliers for a single target. But yeah, he'd be okay for your attack, if you're attack down, if you're just starting out and you pull him, on your first void shard, you're like, cool.
That's the
clan boss. That's one of the, especially for the higher levels, like just starting out in normal and whatnot, it's not as necessary, but if you have it, dude, you can clear those out.
Easier.
You can get into brutal much faster, and that's where I just got a book and a void shard and different things like within just the last week or two out of a brutal chest. I know I got a void shard I think yesterday or day before, so I mean you get decent stuff in brutal chests, and the quicker you get to that, that'll get you quicker into Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare, and that's where you need to be.
Okay, so
but somebody was new. Let's see if that was the Theresec.
Okay.
No, because I think she's a high elf, isn't she? No, she must be a dark elf.
Okay.
Yeah, it was her.
Well, she looks cool, but
she does look cool. Let's see what I hadn't even really looked at it that much. Let's see what she does too. Attacks one enemy 2 times, 25% chance of increasing duration of random debuff.
People love those now. That is really becoming the thing.
That this for somebody like if you're doing like boss fights, things like that, that's really cool because you can kind of direct that. Like that your hits are gonna increase those debuffs. So for clan boss, you could easily use that as an option. Let's see, one enemy 3 times. That makes it good for Fire Knight. Each hit has a 40% chance of removing one random buff.
Like she's fashionable.
No, she definitely looks cool. She's got some nice flaming shoulder pads and
booty.
I was looking at the arrows. Like
I'm sure you were looking at the arrows.
I wasn't looking at the booty. You was looking at the booty.
I was. Everybody's looking at that booty. I might have to look at that booty.
Might have to see that booty.
Oh,
but yeah, no, she's definitely looking pretty cool. What's she got on A3? Oh, decreased resistance. That's kind of rare. Attacks all enemies. 50% chance of placing.
I've never seen that. I didn't know that was a.
It's only on a few things, but Deliana has it. You have Deliana with it.
Okay, that's interesting.
But that is very rare because it's a newer debuff, and
so you might want to keep her around for a minute just in case.
No. And especially if she's new, so I'm going to keep her. I'm not going to feed her immediately.
Oh my gosh! Don't even. I'm going to keep it.
Exactly. You feed her immediately.
I do.
Inflicts 10% more damage against targets whose resistance is lower than this champion's accuracy. Weird.
Champion.
Champion. I just can't read. But I was just because I was expecting it to say resistance as well. But that's just going to be like,
what does that even mean? What does that mean? I don't.
That means you're going to get more damage when something has lower resistance than your. So if you crank her accuracy out,
but one has nothing to do with the other. It seems very weird they're connecting that. Why would your accuracy level?
Well, they're paired in the sense of like you see them together a lot. As far as amulets have both accuracy resistance.
Okay.
You get them on banners and chests,
right. Like sense.
As far as the main stat. They also, I mean, they pair because your resistance or your accuracy can determine the resistance. Like
that's where I struggle. I see what you're saying, but I forget that, and it's hard for me to understand when that applies. Like
if you have high resistance, then you need high accuracy to land something.
To get this.
Right. The higher the target's resistance, the more accuracy you need in order to land your debuff. And so this, you have to load her out with accuracy.
Okay, so that
but
does make sense.
You probably relatively would anyway. But I will say, like most enemies' resistance is much higher. As far as just for to be able to land stuff is normal, but you're probably not going to have more accuracy than their resistance unless you just give her like 400 or 500 accuracy. Looks like who?
She looks like some actress. Like just her face. I can't think of who it is. Too. It's like a
Cameron Diaz.
Maybe.
Well, kind of the same.
Cameron Diaz?
Cameron, that's it. Not Carmen. Cameron, yeah.
Carmen Sandiego.
Whatever, yeah. Where in the world? I would say Cameron Diaz just because like the hair is light. And
maybe
she's got similar like I feel like her chin is rather pointed like that. So
okay, yeah, I can see it now. I guess that's who I'm thinking of.
If you picture her hair stuck up in front of her head, like in Something About Mary. She kind of had that kind of a grin there going. I was trying to get into the lower side.
It kind of is. Boy, we're really giving Therese. Well, how do you pronounce it? Therese?
I would say either Theresec.
Theresec. Okay.
Or maybe just Therese.
I'm going to say Theresec. Therese sounds very Greek, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It could be. They just put one out that had an Irish